Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a water marble with the Parrot polishes that I just got. I'll also be using the Pretty Fingers by Robin Frogs plate number 110. I've already gotten started with Nultex Formula 2 as my base coat, and we're going to use Bases Loaded Lacquer Shutout as my base polish, base color. It's just a white cream. This is no longer being sold, so just use whatever white cream you like if you're going to recreate this manicure. Yep, it's a wonderful polish. It's a one coater. I'm going to cap my free edge here. And this polish base layer doesn't have to be just perfect, but you want something underneath in case you have a bubble pop in your water marble. Going in with my cleanup brush and just doing a tiny bit of cleaning up here. Hope I don't get too carried away. Sometimes it happens. Just try to straighten up that line a little bit. I think I just messed it up more than I'm fixing it, but we'll get there. Alright, come on, get it. Final one. Alright, we're going to top it with, top coat and get it to dry down so we can do our water marble. We're just going in with that top coat to make sure that this base layer gets dried really well. As you can see, I kind of smudged it a little bit up towards the cuticle a little bit. It's okay though. We're going to go in with a piece of tape and kind of wrap it around the tip of my finger and mush that down so it's not sticking out in my way. And then I'm going to use the Protect Me by Adored Colors, which is also not available anymore. Sorry. Use your favorite latex or continue on with tape, whatever you do for your protection. And I really did love this latex. It did really, really good. Parrot polish. Here we go. Poison Dart Red. Orangutan Orange. Pit Viper Yellow, Gecko Green, Baboon Blue, and I think it's Russia Pacific Purple. I put my first drop in. I'm going to run my toothpick around the cup to make it spread out to the walls and anchor itself. And then I'm going to continue building the Bullseye, the magic nail polish Bullseye. I'm going to do 2 rounds of each of these colors. And I pardon the thunder if you hear it in the background. It is quite nasty here. It's okay though. We're inside in the warm and playing nail polish. Giving that cup a tap, trying to make that purple kind of spread a little bit. But we're going to continue on. Give it a little pinch. Make it spread. And then we're going to continue on with the Bullseye to get out the rest of these colors into this cup. And I just use a little bathroom paper cup. And I just use regular tap water that is sitting out in my room. So it's the same temperature as my polishes that I'm going to be using. And I couldn't wait to do this one. Alright, now my Bullseye is built. And we're going to start drawing in with the toothpick. I did start doing this. I did my thumb. And I was trying to use my water marble tool. Yeah, it was a no-go. It's just too long. I'm used to using the toothpick. I do make a couple of swipes through the polish, and then I wipe the toothpick off on a paper towel, and then I'm going to pick out my design where I want it to go on my nail, and I plop down in, keep my finger under the water, pinching that cup between my finger and my thumb while I clean up the top excess polish with a little toothpick. Clean it off on my paper towel. And then I'm going to pull my nail out. Check it out. Ooh, that looks pretty good. And we're going to move that cup so I don't knock it over. And I run the toothpick around them if I think that I need to break a seal. And on this one I thought so. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. And then I'm going to remove that protection, that latex and tape. And just stick it over on the side of my yucky paper towel. Got a little piece of latex here I need to get. There we go. Got it. And tweezers come in handy for that. We're going to repeat this process. Now I have sped this film footage up because you saw me do it once in kind of regular mode. Close enough to regular mode. And then now I'm speeding up the other nails. I did all 5 nails separately. I know some people can double dunk and do 2 nails or 3 nails even at a time. I'm just not as good at that. And for the design I wanted on my nails, I really kind of needed to be able to place each nail in the exact spot I wanted. So, I'm going to do my little zigzaggy. This makes like a chevron pattern in the water. It's one of my favorite water marbles to do. Not the only one I do, but it's one of my favorites. Pinching that cup again, cleaning up that top. If the top doesn't seem to be drying fast enough, you can blow on it a little bit to make it dry. And I have found that when water marbling, I have to turn off my ceiling fan or any other fans, because it will dry that polish out before you can get your design drawn in and your finger dunked. There we go. We're going to get back cleaning off the top of that water again real quick. And then here we go. I'm going to build another one. And I do love me some water marbling. I know a lot of people don't have the patience for it. They think it's too messy. A lot of people think it's a waste of polish. But I think when you end up with a manicure that is just kind of jaw-dropping from doing a water marble, then it's worth it. And I own a lot of nail polish, so I water marble to my heart's content. I am not ever going to run out of polish. It's just not going to happen. Drawing in another design here. It's the same as the last ones. And just bebopping on through this one here. Zip, zip, zip. And then you find your area you want and dip in. And then clean that joker up. I do love, love, love this. It's a very happy, peaceful place when I get to do a water marble. That one ended up pretty straight. It looks just like lines going down my nail, which is kind of cool. And that is the one thing I love about water marble, is you can do it exactly the same way and they're going to look a little different. It's just the way it is. I think we've got one more to do, so we're going to get that one built real quick. And then we'll head on into cleanup, top coating, and then on to stamping. I do love it. Giving it a little tap to make it spread out a little bit. And I have to say, these Parrot polishes did extremely well on the water marble. I bought the whole collection. I think it's like the Jungle collection. And I love them. But I knew that trying to use all of them in one manicure was going to be a big stretch. So I just picked out some colors from that collection. And that way I have used them and I can put them away in the collection. Find them a home. There we go. Got that last one done. Get that protection off. And back in the old days, I didn't have latex. I straight up taped all the way around. And if you're allergic to latex, there's a option out there for you. Going in with a Q-tip with some acetone on it to clean any of the big spots that went past my protection and up under the nail, which you can barely see. And then I go in with the cleanup brush and go around the edges and get it all tidied up. That also gives this polish a little bit of time to dry before I do my top coating. Less chance of me smearing anything. And to be honest, this manicure was so cool all on its own. I could have left it just like this after top coating, but I'm so extra. I had to do some more. So we're going to do some stamping. Today I'm using the SE Speed Setter top coat. I really do like this one. I learned about it from Girly Nails 66 and I really do like it. Got that on. Gonna let that dry. There's a swatch photo of the water marble. We'll be using Frogs 110 by Pretty Fingers by Robin. This is the frog plate, and I love that there's so many and so many different sizes, and we're just gonna have a good time with this one. Got to get that blue film off of it real quick. Hi Woody, how you doing? This one's got 2 of them on there, so I'm gonna get them both kind of loosened up from the edge. I'm gonna pull them off one at a time so I don't bend the plate. Got to hold that plate down and make sure I don't bend it. Then we're going to give it a quick wipe down with some acetone, and then a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it. I'll be stamping with straight up black, and I'll be using a cube stamper and Maniology scraper. Discount code down in the description if you're interested in purchasing stuff from Maniology and would like a discount. Cleaning up the excess with a piece of tape here. Trying to be very careful so I don't mess it up. And in hindsight, you know, I always like to include this. I wish I'd have filled in the blank spots on these with some white. I think it would have made them pop better. But it's all good. I'm not complaining. So we're going to do a couple of these frogs. And I'm also going to do some of the little froggy footprints over here on the side of the plate. I thought they were really cute. Get that out of my way so I can stamp this one. But I think the frogs would have looked really good. Like if I would have either stamped them in white and filled in with black, or just filled these that I did in with some white, would have been really cute. And look at these little cute little stinking frog prints. Oh, I love them. So adorable. Love them. But I really had a great time with this one. It was an easy manicure. I mean, it was a little long to do it, but I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any issues. You know, I didn't have any issues with bumping my fingernails, water marbling, or anything like that. And it is a manicure that I'm still wearing, and I'm sure that I'll make it a good 7 days on my nails because I love it so much. Okay, so we got 3 little froggies, and I'm going to put some more of those little frog prints on my pinky nail. Some little footy prints. How cute. Give that a scrape. Pick it up, clean up the excess. I do like that there's smaller footprints and bigger ones. That's cute. I think that she puts a lot of thought into her stamping plates, and I really like that. Okay, so I've got a little bit of on the side where I didn't get it, and it was user error. Nothing wrong with the plate. I'm going to just grab some more of those little footy prints and add them. Just add them to the side. It's so fun. So fun, so fun, so fun. Having such a good time here. This is my happy place. I do love it. There we go. Awesome. Good deal. I'm going to clean up my scraper card. Making kind of a mess as I clean it up, but it'll be clean when I get done. And then I've got to clean up my little stamping mat and the stamping plate. I do use just acetone, regular acetone nail polish remover. No conditioners, nothing in this. Give it a quick wipe down. Flip that cotton ball over and go at it again. Try to get it down here where I can see what I'm doing. Get as much of that off of there as I can so that next time it's ready to play. Wipey wipe. Wiping it down with the alcohol there. I'm going in with a piece of tape and doing my little baby bit of cleanup. There's not much to clean up here. I did pretty good. Not making too bad of a mess. There we go. And then in with my acetone and cleanup brush. Hardly nothing to clean up. Go through the motions anyway because that's what we do. And then I'm going to top these with the Maniology smudge-free top coat. And that way this is sealed in without me smearing it. And the SE Speed Setter again. This is my final top coat. It's a glossy, quick drying top coat. Cap that free edge. And here is my swatch photo. I do hope you enjoyed this one. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.